Hey Loadington, how are you? Okay, let's try and finish his poopy cat. I think the problem was the eyes were too small. So I got some bigger ones, but they're green. Hey Rainy, how are you? What you working on? A pooping cat. So I was using these size, but they're too small, so I switched up to a bigger size to see if I'm happy with the way it's looking. But yeah, we're going for a poopy face. Just to be a bit silly. You're good. So I'm going to pull out this eye once again. I'll use it for another one. I don't think I'm too far off finishing this one. So that's good. Except I wasn't going to use green eyes for this one, but now I have to think of a different cat breed with a short face and green eyes. How long have you been working on this cat? I only started yesterday, I think it was, so not that long. About an hour and a half to 2 hours or so. So it would have been quicker, but I wasn't happy with the eyes the first time and then the second time. So I pulled it all apart to do it again. So I think there's like a fine line between getting the expression of a pooping cat other than an angry cat. Yeah, I'm generally a faster sculptor, but yeah, he looks like Cat Noir from that one movie. I don't think I've seen that. I think the head needs to be a bit higher, to be honest. I think I need to make this higher too. See what happens when you come back to it the next day. You hate it all. How long have you been doing this? Making art dolls? About 13 years. But this cat, probably just a couple of hours. That's creepy. I'm trying to match it up to where the other side ends. I think I might have to cut the ears off and put them on again just to build this up a little bit. I think. Which animals do I usually make? I make all types of things. I've been doing a lot of cats lately. But yeah, just been doing more animals that I haven't really made before. So a lot of lizards, sea creatures, all that sort of stuff. So I've made a lot of wolves. I haven't made a wolf in a while though, but yeah. A lot of different things. I try to mix it up a little bit. that's looking okay. Yeah, I think I need to build this up. It's too flat, I think. What breed were you going to do? I was sort of basing it off a domestic short hair, which I suppose it can still be a domestic short hair. You know, they come in different colours, but yeah. So it's got a bit more of a pudgier face, a shorter, stockier face. So yeah, it was sort of my reference images were sort of based off a domestic short hair. But the Zoomies one, I'm not sure either. It's kind of really hard to find a Zoomies reference photos. So I'm just going to open the eyes a little bit, like elongate them a little bit. That was also the problem. The cabochon wasn't big enough for me to try and elongate the eye. And cats have such big eyes. But yeah, I'm trying to do like all the different types of breeds as well. I think that looks heaps better. And it's like slightly cross-eyed too. They go kind of slightly cross-eyed pooping, I think. I think I'll add just a little bit up here. So I'm just going to chop this off. I'm going to chop a little bit more off so I don't have to angle it too much. I can just like stick it back on there. Okay. I'm probably going to add it to just the back of the head here and move it down. I mean, they've got squashy faces anyway. All right. It's like you're putting a hat on. Why did cat run away from the tree? The box cat. Gross. Make no apologies. Not expected. So maybe I'm going to do this one, maybe like a smoky tawny color. I think might look good. Or maybe like an orange tawny colour. I don't know. People into orange cats? They have a special... They're a special breed, aren't they? I kind of like the smoky, except this one's going to be a blue point, so maybe I should change the colours up a little bit. I think that's a better face. Troubleshooting. That's what you got to do. Sometimes. See, this is why things turn out bigger. Originally use smaller eyes. Doesn't look right. Move bigger eyes. Then build up the head. That's why we end up with big dolls. That's better though. It looks better. Doesn't look so angry now. Can you make a horse's head? I do plan to. One day. I'll get there. Hey, Isabel, how are you? I do want to do a horse soon. I want to do one of those like leopard. I think they're called leopard. They're white with black spots. I really like that color. I think they're pretty rare. Am I correct? I don't know much about horses, to be honest. Good. But yeah, I think they're like one of my favorite colors. And those I can't pronounce their name properly, nor can I remember it, but those golden ones. They're pretty cool. Except I don't know how to do the gold. Shimmery coat. What does this look like on? Does it look better? I think so. I'd actually have to square that off a tiny bit. I'm going to square this off here a little bit. I love horses, leopards, and deers. Nice. Yeah, that's the one. Akal Teki? Teki? I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, those horses, they're really cool. But probably like the leopard horse colour. Maybe a zebra one day. All right, this just gives it something for the ear to sit on. I think, okay, see how much better that is? It kind of looks poopy now, doesn't it? That's heaps better. Thank you for the follow. It needs to be angled that way. I'll have to fill that in a little bit. That's heaps better. Yep. It might even be like a little too far back, maybe. Possibly. Oh, no, maybe not. Once I fill this in here, it should be all good. All right, do that same side. How much for? So they can range anywhere from 480 to 680, depending on like how complex it is. So they're not cheap, but they do take a long time to make, and materials are really expensive. Cute little squished in face. Going to put in fill that out, but let's just put in a little bit of clay here. They do look hard to make. Sometimes, depending on what you're making, I think, especially if you're doing something you haven't done before, it can be a bit tricky. What haven't I done before? I mean, there's heaps of creatures I haven't done before. I've neglected to do a lot of reptiles, so I've been doing a couple of reptiles. Haven't made a lot of birds. I haven't made. I've got like a whole list of animals that I want to do. I want to do a capybara in the near future. Capybara. Maybe like a fallow deer. The ones with the spots. There's so many options. A lot of the medium-sized big cats I haven't done. You looked at my videos. Oh, thank you. Do some more fantasy stuff at some point as well. We'll get there eventually. Your favorite animal is a deer? I had a few deers before. Have you watched Sweet Tooth? Nah. I don't get to watch much TV these days. Alright. Cute. Alright, let's go take out some of this, I think. It's a movie. Yeah, no, I don't get to watch many things these days. What's it about? It's got animals in it. Yeah, okay. If I stumble across it, I'll check to see if it's you. The last thing I watched was House of the Dragon, so that was a while ago. Yeah, okay. Cute. You have to go to sleep. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. This silly cross-eyed looking kitty. Rain of Fire. I've heard of it. Is that old? Is that old? I'm just going to do a quick video of this. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, no. Yeah, old movie. Rain of Fire. Let me Google it. I was going to say, is that the one with Christian Bale in it? Yes, it is. Okay. I feel like I have seen it a while ago. I'll probably remember it when I see it. I think I've only watched it once. I know I've seen Dragonheart a million times. Traumatizing movie. You haven't seen Dragonheart? What? I think Sean Connery's in it. I think. Oh, the dragon's name's Draco. If you want to be traumatized, I suppose you're not a child that I know of. Technically, not a child. Might not be as traumatizing. I actually don't think a lot of people have seen Dragonheart. I've had this scenario a few times before. Pretty sure it's got Sean Connery in it. Maybe I can make that dragon. Yeah, I agree. Oh, jeez. Am I done? It's cute now, though. Yes. Yeah. Oh. What's that? Hey, don't diss Michael Jackson. Fire. Could you make me like a unicorn? I do commissions. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message. I'll give you a price. Or I do have one unicorn available in my shop. It's just a little one. Yeah, well, the media didn't like him, so I eventually got to him, right? I have my opinions about that. Fun fact, I actually cried when he died. Yeah, no problem. Links in my bio if you're interested. Definitely one of the best. Oh, 100%. You didn't have one. 100%. Oh, Joe was an asshole. Screwed all of them up. I've done sort of similar. This is a yawning one. I did all the detail in there. So this is a little yawning kitten. Hey, honey bunny. But yeah, this is a pooping one. Something different. And this is a leopard seal that I'm working on as well. This one has a movable jaw. I don't do movable jaws for most dolls. It's just, every now and again I will. But yeah, this one's a movable jaw. This is a commission piece, this one. And then we got 2 lions, so with some different expressions. So I'm going to be working on as well. Putting them all together. I have a million paws to sculpt. So that's fun. But this one I'm thinking I'll do like stretchy paws, 2 of them, but I need to find the reference images for it. The one with the movable scared me. It's a leopard seal. So I haven't put the joint together yet, but yeah, it's a leopard seal. So they've got a pretty harsh looking face. But yeah. See, sometimes you just have to put it down and come back. So I think I'm pretty happy with the way that's looking. I don't know if this is too high, maybe. So cute. How do you actually send your dolls? So what I basically do, for an example, I'll use this one. Normally I like flatten the legs, so I'll put the legs sort of against the body like that, so they don't, they're not loose in there. The head I wrap in bubble wrap, and the feet I also wrap in bubble wrap, and then I'll wrap the whole thing in bubble wrap, so it's kind of like as tube-ish as you can get it. So this is double bubble wrapped, and anything that's clay is double bubble wrapped. Double bubble wrapped. Double bubble wrapped. So yeah, I try to, and then I use like packaging peanuts or those little air bag things. Sometimes paper, just to make sure it's nice and secure, doesn't move around in there. And then I like a tape the shit out of it, the box. So yeah, I make sure that they can't really move around in there. If it does get thrown or something, that they can't move and hit things, or because sometimes they can be rough. I've had a couple of boxes been crushed before, and the doll was fine, so that's good. Sometimes they can be a bit careless. Okay, so put this little thing in here. I hope that's not too heavy for it. It's the big head. Don't want it to be too heavy. And what I might do to reduce weight, because I can feel that might be a bit heavy for this size armature, I'm going to carve out some of this clay, which won't matter because I'm not going to see this anyway. That just takes like a little bit of extra clay, extra weight off. So the material is going to come up to here, so it doesn't matter if this is taken out. So sometimes I do this if I feel like it's too heavy or it doesn't need to be there. And it doesn't matter if I take it back to the foil as well. So I cover it in epoxy sculpt when I attach the armature, so no biggie. I'll just leave the edge around here. Obviously clean it up. And this tool is just a little loop tool as well. So it's got kind of a sharpish edge. I wouldn't say very sharp, but it's kind of sharp. Try and do some adulting. Good luck with that. See you in 10 minutes. Okay. Look at all that clay that I took off. Here we go. Oh, it's got such a cute face. Oh, isn't that cute? Booby cat. So this one I'm going to use just this. Go in there. And then the armature will sit in there and I'll add some more. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start cleaning this up, I think. I think I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking. Look at the cute face. Isn't it cute? Cute. Hey Ella Rose, how are you? I'm just using my silicone tool to just get rid of like these little imperfections. I'm not going to bother too much because I'm going to cover his info for anyway. So I'm not going to go overboard. Fix that up a little bit. Smooth it out. Cute. Let's clean up this eye. I'm just slowly cleaning it up. And the top. The hardest part is getting everything even. Cute. Good, how are you? Bye. Yes, question. Dot. What is your question, Dot? Could you do it? Do what? Do what exactly? Oh my god, I didn't even do anything. TikTok is smack. Look at this. Restriction again, so annoying. Alright, just a little waterline. About here. Never win. And Little waterline here. Beautiful. What do we think? Poopy cat? Make sure the eyes are kind of even. As even as we can get. Cute, isn't it? I think it's cute. It's beautiful. I still don't know what you could do it. I don't know what you're referring to. Could I do what? You just sent it. If you had to make a full body wolf, jumping down in clay in 2 to 5 hours, never going to happen. You need way more time than that. Something like that would take 20 to 30 hours, not 3 to 5. You'd be lucky to block out, to map out the sculpt in that amount of time. What's it supposed to be for? I can't check my messages at the moment. Okay. How come you did that? No way. I mean, if you didn't want it like anatomically correct or anything, maybe. Okay, I think I'm going to call this one done. Look how cute that is. It's your final piece for my art class. You need to do the wolf. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, does it have to be perfect? It can be rough. If it's rough, you might be able to do it. Now, look how much clay is on this. Ugh. Okay, there's my 2 action cats so far. Pooping. I think it's got a good pooping face. Yawning. Anatomically correct. I mean, it's a big ask. Okay, I've got 2 things to bake. So, paws. Maybe I should do a couple of paws. Let's see. No. I don't really need reference images. You didn't realize. It's a tough one. So, for each of these cats. These ones I have to Google images for that one. This one can be straight up, just plain paws. So, and they're quite small. So what I'm going to do is roll out equal size pieces. And the front paws for this one, I'm going to do like stretchy ones, I think. Yeah. Make a start now. Cats are really cute. Thank you. This will be for, that one needs a little bit more. A little bit more. That will be for these ones. That's bigger. Let's move those over there. Full body wolf sculpture. I think wolves are this one here. So here's a look at the skin. I did all the skin by hand. This is a little look. So this took about 30 hours to do, this chameleon. So all the skin was done by hand. So I did all the dots, obviously all hand painted, and the skin alone took about 10 hours, but the whole thing took about 30. So it's on the more time-consuming side. So each one of these paws are going to have little toes. No, I think. Well, it's not that annoying because I'm doing a Gila monster with the same type of skin. So I've sculpted the head for this one. I haven't done the paws, but it wasn't that annoying. So much so I'll torture myself again with doing that again. Is it polymer clay? Yes, it's Sculpey Original. So it is a softer clay. Bake it in your oven. But yeah. So I like to roll out sizes, little bits of clay that reflect what I'm going to be using. It's a lot easier to just do bits of clay that are the same size. You can just sort of cuts a lot of time. Why not use something like Monster Clay? Monster Clay is a wax-based clay, so it doesn't go hard. It always stays soft, or it melts in heat. So polymer clay is a plastic-based clay that bakes in the oven and goes hard. So Monster Clay is one of my favorite things to sculpt with. Got a froggy here that's been sitting here for years that I was meant to mold and cast in resin. So yeah, that's basically Monster Clay there. But yes, it's only good if you're going to mold and cast something. So it doesn't go hard, but it is one of my favorite things to sculpt with. But I personally like working with soft clays. You've only ever done like earthenware clay you're talking about? That's hard to use. You would love to try Monster Clay. Yeah, you just melt it in the microwave in like 30-second bursts because it turns to liquid basically. So yeah, you just got to sort of be mindful not to spill it on yourself because that wouldn't be fun. You don't know the name for it, but it goes in a kiln. Yeah, earthenware. Yeah, it's called earthenware. So you can get like stonewares, terracotta, porcelain. I've got to sculpt 8 lion paws as well. Always found it quite easy to work with, but I've tried pretty much all sorts of different clays. But yeah, I find polymer clay works best for what I'm doing personally. So that's sort of what I stick to. I basically just use the softer polymer clays, like Sculpey Original. I also use Cos Clay as well. Which one's my favorite? Probably this one. It's Sculpey Original. But you can get Super Sculpey as well, which is a little bit harder. And that's like a beigey sort of color, but it's a little bit translucent. So that's sort of what I used for the inside of the mouth here. I custom colored it though with just a little bit of red paint in it, but it's still got sort of that translucency look to it. And the teeth I did translucent Sculpey too. Out of all the different types of clay, I like Monster Clay, but it's not really viable for this type of thing unless you're molding and casting it. But yeah, I don't really like using Cos Clay. Some people really do, but I'm not a fan. It's handy because it's slightly bendable. Well, it is bendable, but yeah, not a huge fan of the texture. So I tend not to use it too much. I can avoid it as much as I can, but I use it for things like if I'm doing fingers or something. Sometimes horns, just a bit more durable than the Sculpey. But you can also get Sculpey Bend, of Sculpey Flex, I think it's called, which is kind of like the same thing, which I haven't really, it's kind of hard to find here, so I haven't tried it yet. Probably should. So yeah, a lot of prep work here. No problem. Good luck on your sculpture. Great work. Thank you, Intuitively Tarot. We just finished a poopy cat. Whoops. So this is pooping cat face, based on like a domestic short hair. So that's ready to bake in the oven, along with the Gila monster. Do you sell these? Yes, I've got a shop, creaturesofnat.com, and I offer payment plans too. All right. So for the feet, what I do is basically shape it. Generally try to be quite fast with these. That's where the armature is going to sit, around there. And so we get our, check it out, thank you, tequila monster. Then we get our little balls, rough, into a rough toe shape, stick it on there, blend it, push it back, knuckle back, one toe, next one, butt it up, that, two toes. But these ones, the side ones, are a little bit different. So they have to be a little bit more set back. And the last one, I know they've got a third one up a bit higher, but it gets lost in the sculpt half the time. All right. So kind of cat pawing. I'm trying to get it done pretty quick. And then there's a little bit of excess sometimes. Blend it in. This is going to be covered in faux fur too, so I'm not too worried about like little creases and stuff. It's going to be covered. Now, got a little bit of excess here. Cut it off. Kind of a couple. We're going to do the toe beans. Just blend this in, clean it up a little bit. Right, so for the toe bands, I like to use Super Sculpting. Condition it. Okay. So a little bit for the actual pad. Roughly shape it. That's a little too big, so I'm going to cut that. Just rounding. Cut this off, it's too thick. Okay. Paw pad. I think I might just take a little bit out here. Not much. Okay. Toe beans. big, maybe. Should be good. One. Two. It's sort of an oblong shape too. Okay. And these ones on the end sort of push in a little bit on this side. Okay. Tobings. Basically a rough paw for this big boy. There we go. And we've got all these to sculpt, which I'll do another day. So yes, I'm going to leave it there for today. So we did poopy cat face. Very cute. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to bake the two heads, and yeah, so that's pretty much it from me today. I'll be on again next week, Thursday till Sunday. So YouTube, I'll catch you later.